likely believes it should be resting and watching this first-round game on TV. This is a dangerous spot for the home team and a chance for the underdog to spring an upset and move on to the quarterfinals. We'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Charlotte 49ers, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Georgia State Panthers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Guys up front lined up. It's first down.
4-2 Spider.
They're going to run it here. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
First down here for this offense. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Hands off to the left. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
So now it's third and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough fourth down decision? Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
But with all this build-up and length in this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on third down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
This will be third and short, the 7th play of the opening drive. Can he make it to the marker? Gets some space around the 30. Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back at coming up with that conversion.
You're pounding away with the running game. It's first and 10. Pre-snap motion from the offense. That's a design quarterback keeper. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Carried by the quarterback. Loss of 4. Second down coming up.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Get set. Ready, go.
They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Play number 10 of the opening drive. Can he keep it going here on 3rd and long? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt.
On to kick it away.
Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Fights through the tackler. They get him down, but a solid run by their freshman.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Important third down play coming up. Can he get there on the ground? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And he finds his target. He has the first. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and a receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
He'll hand it off. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Mark down at the 50. Second down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
I love early in a game like this where you get the running back involved. You just get his hands on the football. Also, nice, easy screen. Gets the quarterback settled into the game. Nice, easy throw. And look at this. It ends up being a huge play.
Ball handed off. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
No gain on the play. That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, he can't hang on. What an opportunity to score there. Instead, incomplete and third down. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, 49ers. Made the defense look slow that time. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring.
That makes the score Charlotte 7.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 15, set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over.
Georgia State Panthers will take over. First and 10.
And the Panthers offense back out there now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Takes the handoff and tests the left side. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
First and 10 now for the offense. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They're going to run it. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football to the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Charlotte offense retakes the field now. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll hand it off. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
A gain makes it second and medium.
Lasso! Lasso!
Tackle, but first down.
Well, this is a great toss play for the first down. One of the things I love about this play is you get the ball to the back's hands. Now you allow him to see the defense, kind of stretch the defense out, and then get north and south and pick up a first down.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Here comes a handoff. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down play coming up.
Jackrabbit!
Offense looking to throw the ball. It's an out route, the catch made. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You call a quick out on third down, I think that tells you the confidence you have in a quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
The 49ers moving quickly down the field here.
55.
Leonard takes the toss, runs to his left. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
On the set.
Second down after that previous play.
In blue.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looks downfield, he connects with a wide open wide receiver. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Charlotte. So they find the reliable tight end, and he makes the defense pay that time.
You know, the receivers a lot of times get most of the attention, but don't forget about how potent a tight end can be. When you've got a player like this who can run routes, get a serious weapon that they can utilize, and they just did right there.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7.
Is good. That makes the score. Charlotte 14, Georgia State 7.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Set to kick it off.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. Here comes the Georgia State offense back out there. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Because I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Ready?
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
Hand. Spider.
There's the handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game with all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Okay, ready?
Important 2nd down play coming up.
Cricket.
They'll feed the back again. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Got it.
And they keep this drive going, trying to convert on 3rd down now. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
They'll toss it to the right side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Okay.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down.
Easy.
Quarterback drops back. Catch made to the right, but good work by the defense. They stop him for a loss.
I'll tell you what, man, this defensive speed is electric. Great job of running to the football. Nowhere to go at all after that throw.
On the double.
This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long.
42 Spider.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
4th down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quarterback looking to scramble. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Ball handed off. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Makes the defender miss. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's looking to scramble. Finds room at the 30. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
They get him down, but that's a solid gain. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. This will likely be the last play of the half.
Easy.
On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. The distance will be 23 yards, a chip shot. Long enough and good. An attack on 3 more that'll finish off the 3rd quarter of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense is back out there on the field. Play action here on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. And here's the handoff. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Game 7. 3rd down coming.
Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a 1st down and keep the drive going.
This is a deflating play for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage. They take away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for is the quarterback, and he uses his legs to pick it up.
The back's got it. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Gives it to the back. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
That run sets up a critical 3rd down play. Toss play to the running back going left. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
And there's the handoff. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
Boy, really good run by this running back. The defense fortunate to be able to bring him down inside the 10-yard line, but it's 1st and goal for the offense.
And the 49ers looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, 49ers. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down, ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT puts them up 17 now.
Is good. That makes the score.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Georgia State, 7.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Georgia State offense on the field now. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Already got the first down, but looking for more yardage. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Panthers.
There just aren't a lot of quarterbacks that can take a design QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop.
Automatic on the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
14.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Charlotte offense back on the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
At the 43. Second down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
It's third down.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. The 49ers have first and 10 here. Now they run a draw play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the Georgia State 14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And now the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long, the importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on 3rd downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a form.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte. Well, Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th.
Georgia State 14.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Panthers offense back out there now. Here's the toss play now, running to the right. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Easy.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Now, a 4th down.
Okay, ready?
The offense stays on the field, down multiple possessions. Easy choice.
Here we go.
A running play called on 4th down. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
29 Philly.
Handoff here from the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Ready.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Carrier. Here we go.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the flat by the running back. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. The guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. They made a nice play in the backfield.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, look at a throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? Inside the 40. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Will he score here? Touchdown, 49ers. To stretch the lead, the route is on. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
That makes the score Charlotte 38, Georgia State 14.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Here comes the Georgia State offense back out there. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
Here we go.
Picks up the first, looking for more. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48. Well, the big fella's come flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Charlotte on the scoop and score. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score on it.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
And they tack on the extra point.
That makes the score Charlotte 45, Georgia State 14.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. The Georgia State offense on the field now. They need a miracle. A couple of them during the last couple minutes. Down big. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line. I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Off the play fake on first down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a...
Breaks free down the left side. End zone ahead.
Oh, come on, ref. Give it to him. What a huge run. It takes it all the way down to the 1-yard line. And you could tell once he got through that second level of the defense, he was thinking, I'm taking this to the house. And he almost did, but brought down just short at the 1-yard line.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this